Did you know that there's a single item that has not only impacted TI-8, TI-9, but also the most recent one, the upcoming TI-10, a single most impactful, most devastating divine item of all time. And it's not your average item. In fact, it's a more lower tier item that most people disregard, especially towards the late game, to be really impactful. And it is, yours truly, the Ring of Aquila. This is not a repetitive video from the past. This is a new one, it's a new take, so I want you guys to listen and stay tuned. This is Crystalis Chronicle. Make sure to hit that red subscribe button. So in the past 2 years, Team OG has been dominating the entire scene. You can look at the international from TI-8 to TI-9. It's nothing but Team OG. You see the antics of OG Ana, you see the antics of No-Tail, you see the antics of Seb, Jerax. You see them playing psychological games, right?
That was...
And we stopped it though. I mean, honestly, I think we were winning when they went Roche.
I think so, yeah.
But we gave them 4 kills in Roche.
Yeah. They made us angry. OG DOTA. They made us angry. Hold on, hold on.
TA.
Anna, just remember, if you see liquid here, don't fucking run at them. The game is done. Oh, there they are!
MC is mentally done.
Nice.
In this clip, you'll see No-Tail playing with Ana. This is all comedy in games, but when it comes to the actual game, there's more deeper implications. Like the way this specific moment has deeper implications to the overall outcome, we're gonna argue that the key item in game, when it's the nitty-gritty, when it's time for execution, the one that's changing the entire series, the entire games, and the overall outcome is the Ring of Aquila. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go from the past to the present. It's not only TI-8, TI-9, but it's also impacting TI-10, the 2021 International. The recent one, the one that's coming up, guys. We're arguing that the Ring of Aquila remains to be the most devastating item of all time, This Ring of Aquila, that is the specific argument of this video. You see on TI-8, the International 2018, in game number 4 against LGD Gaming, OG Ana, the Dota god, he sells his Ring of Aquila and some other items to have enough money for a buyback. This buyback would prove to be the most biggest impactful play in the entire international. Now, why is that so? Because that Ring of Aquila lets OG Ana buy back on Phantom Lancer. It then helps Team OG win not only game 4, but carry the momentum into game 5, where they would eventually win TI-8. Now, you can go further on and argue that if Team OG did not have that Ring of Aquila sold and use that item in a defensive manner, they would not have won TI-8. And nor would they have the confidence to go in TI-9 to repeat. I repeat again, I'm going to tell it to you again. If he did not sell that Aquila in this particular moment, OG Ana, then Team OG would not have won the entire international at all. Not once, but twice. They would not have won it. This key factor has far greater implications than imagination. Now, I'm going to fast forward to 2021. How does it relate to current day, modern day Dota?
Every TI champion has something special. Raw skill, mind-blowing team coordination, surgical execution. They were all prodigies with rare qualities that made them kings in their own ways. To keep building our legacy, we need the finest Dota can offer. Once a rival who lived evil, he will now become a precious ally who wants his crown back. A new era unfolds and we couldn't be more proud of our newest addition. Please welcome OG SUMAIL.
Now, the Ring of Aquila is being used as a more deeper way. I know it's a far stretch, but hear me out. Team OG replaces the Dota god Ana with SUMAIL, one of our most favorite players of all time. Since the beginning of this channel, we have looked at Sumail and eventually to Team OG. And now, somehow, by the grace of the Dota gods, maybe they're watching this channel, who knows? But OG replaced the Dota god with Sumail. Now, I'm gonna give you some crazy thing that no one has ever talked about, and I want you to pay attention. So, Team OG in the 2021, the new TI 10 qualifiers, open qualifiers, they have to fight against multiple teams. But in the grand finals, it would become a best of 5 yet again. Similar to the previous TIs, like TI 8, where it would go to best of 5, in this open qualifier with Sumail, OG would go to a best of 5, and they would need to win 3 out of the 5. It would go the whole 5 games. Now, I'm gonna mention something, and again, it's gonna go back to that Ring of Aquila. The Ring of Aquila in this game, instead of being a defensive mode where you sell, OG SUMAIL uses this item to carry Team OG to the international. Many people will not notice it. They have not seen it. They are not talking about it. But this item is the clutch factor. This has some divine aura, a divine atmosphere. It's a divine relic, ladies and gentlemen. Because when Sumail carries this item, this Ring of Aquila, he does not get rid of it. There's so many greater items that he could have replaced it with, but he doesn't. It has something deeper, guys. This Ring of Aquila proves to have great mana regeneration. It helps Templar Assassin rejuvenate mana a little faster, and it helps him infinitely use the blinks because he's using the Warp Prisms with the Agnum Scepter combination. So basically, he needs a little extra mana to come in. However, he doesn't replace it with no items. He just carries it because why? Ring of Aquila is also good for agility-based heroes like Templar Assassin. Now, the key and interesting fact about it is that Sumail uses this broken hero. You can argue that it's broken, but it's the meta. It's part of the meta. You figure out what is broken and you take advantage of it. So Team OG in the qualifiers, they use Templar Assassin, but Templar Assassin, what makes it go, what makes it have the mana and the agility, it's that Ring of Aquila. It's that little factor, that little subtle item that no one's talking about, no one's noticing, that puts TA over the top, that puts OG over the top. You'll notice specifically on Game 4 and Game 5 where they use Templar Assassin to its maximum abilities, Sumail on TA uses Ring of Aquila the entire game. As soon as he picks it up from point A to the end of the game, he's holding on to that item in that designated slot. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the story, guys. That is the story. Why the Ring of Aquila proves to be the most divine item. It's a secret item that no one's looking at. But it proves to be over and over throughout the past TIs to be the most iconic item. It's that Ring of Aquila. Whether you use it to sell and have a buyback as Ana, or to use it as an offensive method as his replacement OG SUMAIL has done. So at the end of this video, the point of the story, I know it is a little far-fetched, but think about it. What would happen if OG Ana did not sell the Ring of Aquila? Would OG win that Game 4? Would that momentum have carried? Now, again, apply that case to OG SUMAIL with Templar Assassin. What would happen if he got the Agnum Scepter and he did not have the Ring of Aquila? Would he have enough mana to travel everywhere throughout the map? Would he have enough agility to get those specific key kills on Winter Wyvern or Ursa, the opponent position 1 and 2 players? Without that item, would Sumail on Templar Assassin actually be able to carry as he did? Now these are the real questions. It's a what if situation, but I want you to deeply think about it. Because at the international, at the Dota Pro scene, every little subtle item stat, it makes a huge difference. It's a matter of going from winning the game to losing. That's what makes Dota special, especially because they're both playing the core position, the main carry position. Because whatever decision they do, it ultimately affects the entire game and ultimately the series. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this content. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button. We got crazy stories coming for TI 10. We're gonna have the interviews and much more. So stay tuned. It's coming this October, guys.
Aí, ó, escala.
Thank you,
Dude, and you didn't believe in yourself?
Dude, you're two-time champion. Never do this to yourself again, man. You're the fucking best, man. You're the absolute best, man. Never doubt yourself again.